This is yoga to help the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system carries the lovely white blood cells around the body, and we're going to work with our lovely feet and ankles and calf muscles to pump this lovely action, this circulation around the body if possible. So everything that we're going to do is going to be focusing on the areas that carry the lymph around, so the lymph nodes around the groin, around the trunk, around the armpits and in the neck. So if we can try and dominate the postures with these areas, we will feel so much better at the end. So start yourself off on your lovely feet. See if you can transfer your weight from the back of your body to the front of the body and just get to know your feet. At the moment it's really, really cold outside. It's -3. We have snow on the ground and we may be walking around with your Wellingtons on or your boots, so you're not actually getting the mobility possibly in your ankles as much as you need to do. So when you come back from your walk or before you go on it, lift your toes off the earth, put your toes back down, start lifting the heels off the ground and go up and down into the heels, into the toes, just a couple of times, and really get to know how the feet feel. And then maybe you can try my lovely party trick of lifting the toes up, big toes particularly, and then putting the big toes down and lifting the 4 little toes off instead. Yeah, so we've got this movement between the big toes and the 4 little toes, and you've just got a nice feeling of base. Now I'm going to start thinking about that lovely breath. So as we take a beautiful breath in through the nose, we start to bring the arms up over the head, and as we exhale we bring the arms downwards into the floor. So exposing the armpits a little bit, focusing on your neck, the trunk, and then feel, if you can, you soften the knees as you come down. You start working the knees slightly over the toes. We breathe in to raise, and as we exhale we start shifting the hips backwards, the sacrum backwards. We get the hands to the earth and then we wait for that lovely in-breath to glide us up. So do one more of those. Get to know how it feels to move all the way down into the earth, tickle the floor, and as you breathe in, raise. Now keep your arms over your head. So remember how you transferred your weight over the balls of the feet. See if you can lift your heels and stay in this lovely, almost extended mountain pose for a few moments. As you breathe in, imagine somebody's pulling you up to the sky. And as you exhale, either just settle yourself in that pose for a few seconds, find your balance. So you breathe and you stretch. And as you exhale, you try and find that comfort zone. Find out where your chin is, your neck. Couple of breaths in, couple of breaths out, and then load them heels back onto the earth for a few moments. Now can you mix that up with the previous movements? As you breathe in, you exhale, you dive down, and then as you come up out of that beautiful pose, rise onto the balls of the feet. I would put my heels down as I go, and then take that time to rise up on that in-breath just for a few moments. Feels good. Okay, now while you're at the top, have a quick check out the back of the room. So you've got a lovely exhalation. Think of that snow globe, you know, try and touch the ceiling, the top of the snow globe, try and touch the sides, try and touch the very bottom of that snow globe. Notice where your head goes. As you breathe in, arms always up. As you exhale, arms go down. And I'm going to finish with the arms up over the head. This is my last one, just making it balanced. And release. How are we doing with his arms over his head? Can we let our heels and our bottom feel heavy? Hips go back, and this is the lovely chair pose. Now, if it's affecting the knees, you're not pushing the hips further back enough, take the arms out, come back up, make sure your weight's in your heels so you can lift your toes, and then try and load them heels, load them hips coming back, relax. See if you can rise up onto the balls of the feet again. Here we go again with that calf pump. And last time, all the way up Like it, like it. And this child pose. Nice to have the arms over the head as well, really works the trunk, the core muscles. Okay, part one done. Let's get some moving and grooving going. So left leg back, right leg forward. So if you're new to this one, widen the base a bit. If you've done it quite a lot, you can actually get that knee or that foot a little bit more in the midline. So play around with it, yeah? Now you've got your back calf on the floor. So I want to see if I can rise up onto the ball of the foot. Put the weight through the front leg, and as I breathe in, reach up. And as I exhale, just see if I can put that foot down slowly through each part of the foot into the heel. So I'm breathing in, reaching, and as I exhale, I'm pushing it down. Now just show off them armpits a little bit as you breathe in. See if you can bring your elbows down the side. And chill. So I'm going to breathe in, reach up, and as I exhale, taking it down. One more time, really find that heel coming down. Really find that flow of breath. It's all going to help fuel that lymphatic system. And then see what it feels like to transfer your weight onto your front leg, chin tuck, and you're in warrior 3 land. Now you could reach forwards and then pull these arms back. Just see if you can get a little bit of awareness in the neck, in the armpit area, and feel your balance, yeah? You might try 3 of those, almost like you're swimming. And then you put your foot back down onto the earth, and with final mode is our lovely sun warrior. So from the side, you're opening the hips, yeah? You're trying to bend that front knee. So keep in that position, open the chest a bit more, and then think of the arm activating this lovely sort of egg under your arm here, this lovely openness. You might even straighten the knee and then bend the knee so it gets a little bit more activity in the groin. And then breathing in to relax, and as you exhale, reach up. We'll do 1 more of those. And release. And flow. Nice one. Okay, so we're going to get to the other side, but before we do that, elbows behind us. Focus on that chest area. Think of retraction between the shoulder blades. And as the hinge goes backwards, get a lovely straight line. Sit bones are moving back. I've got my hands on the earth, and I might just bend one knee and just bring my awareness into the inside of the hip on the straight leg. And then I change sides. Any different? So I've got the earth under my hands, I've got the good control over the feet, so don't feel at all distressed. Don't bend the knees too much. See if you can really feel the transference of tension. And then once you feel a nice, comfortable staying position, so you can turn away from that lovely straight leg, and you might even raise your arms to get your armpit working. And then do the same on this side. Now obviously stay as long as you can in these positions. You may want to stay longer exploring this area, you may have had enough, yeah? So when you're ready, hands on your thighs. Reach from the sternum, stand up, and we get to repeat it all again, yeah? But while you're just taking your time with that forward bend, anybody who's up here, go back into the feet. See if you can transfer your weight over your toes, back over your heels, lift your toes, then maybe onto the calves, lifting them toes. So just that lovely natural pump action of the calves for a few moments. Okay, ready to repeat that little sequence again? Yeah, so step it back to a comfortable position with the hips facing forwards. You could be wider, you could be narrower. You're bending that front knee a little bit more. You're going to try and lift the heel off the floor and then put the heel back down. So be sensible about this. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. So I'm going to try and take the breath in. And as I exhale, trying to place that foot down slightly slowly into the heel. The last thing to go down is the heel. And breathing in, thinking about the armpits, the chest, the neck. So remember we changed the arm slightly about now, so we took it in and then it's a bit like a bow and arrow. You pull it downwards and your heel touches the floor, so allowing your body, your breath, and that lovely contact with the earth to shift. Lovely. Okay, so part 2, warrior 3. So your body goes over your front thigh. You get this natural brace to step out into the unknown or not. Looking down at the floor, you might be reaching forwards, pulling it back. I think I did this 3 times. Reach it forwards, pull it back. And last one, reach and pull. And step back. Yeah, so you're back here. So remember what it looks like from the side is your hips opening, nice balanced position, really rotating outwards. And then if I want to, I bring the arm up. So it creates a little bit more tension in the groin, both legs. Bend the knee to raise. Maybe straighten the knee as your arm comes down. Try that again. We breathe in, we reach up. And we exhale, we draw it down. A nice clonking noise, or is it nice and peaceful in my spine? Armpit open. Nice one. And just slowing down the breath, yeah? So what we did previously was a nice forward bend. So remember, the sacrum goes backwards. You keep your back in the neutral position. Focus on this chest area, the kiss between the shoulder blades. Really get that retraction. And as the hips go back, you may or may not straighten the knees, yeah? Support when you're ready. You know, use a cushion, use the sofa, anything, just to get down a little bit lower each time. Be cautious as you bend and straighten your knees. Groin stretch. Any different the second time? Bit more confidence, you've done the pose already. Kneecap straight, turn away from it, lead with your elbow. Look at the hand to get your neck working in a different way. Turn and reach, yeah? So either way, if you have a happy back here, you come up. If not, you might just chill, yes and no, get your neck relaxed. Just see if you can relax the tension in your shoulders. And then you lead as always from the sternum. Okay, just 2 more poses. And then you can really say that you've done something with them lower bodies and the upper body. So my dancing Shiva, we're ready for a little balance, yeah? Favourite one for the whole body, this one, yeah? So pick a leg. See if you can get this natural external rotation in the hip. And then them beautiful toes, you know, get the muscles in the toes working outwards. So spread the toes. Carry the weight through one leg. Soften the knee if you can. Double your arms. Nice fingertips touch. So get this action of openness. Kiss the shoulder blades together. Dance around. Get your arms moving. And then you can put the foot, whenever you're ready, on the floor. And both heels lift. Just for a moment. Now if your knees don't feel like they can bend, you just place your heels back down onto the floor together. If not, you bend both knees, you just go a little bit lower, hopefully pain free. Then you go back up, then the heels go down, yeah? Then you relax, lovely. So it's a bit like walking the tightrope on the balls of the feet again. So let's just see if we can try the other side. So we've got this external rotation. See if we can bear weight through that supporting leg, bend the knee a little bit. Open the chest muscles. Get this movement flowing. Keep exhaling, bend the knees a bit more, spread the toes more. Does this feel like a happy place to be? Yeah. Okay, and then we put the foot back on the floor when you're ready. Rise upwards. Work on both calf muscles. Do you feel like you can bend your knees? If you can't, you just place your heels down. And then go back up. And then try and get both heels to touch the earth together. Lovely, doing well, okay? Last 2, you can do it. So this one is like the eagle upper body as well as the lower body. So I'm going to try and find the tension between both inner thighs now and squash them together, back of the knee to the front of the knee. So if you want, you roll your toe under and try and get them toes up to the sky a little bit, you know, press down through the earth. push your hips back. Whichever leg is in front, think of hugging somebody, you know. The opposite arm is the outside arm. The other one slips itself in between, so it's a bit like your knees with your elbows. And then you may or may not be able to touch the palms. It just gives you a bit more binding, a bit more tension there, a bit more core work. And if not, you could just hold yourself, yeah? Quite nice to hold yourself. If you're doing this bind, can you feel how it lifts the sternum as you breathe in? And then you can just drop it down as you exhale. So do that once more, breath in. And then exhale. So really concentrate on what you're doing everywhere as well, not just the upper torso. Okay. Feet back down. Can you feel that the calves and the feet really vitalised now, really full of energy? So I'm going to do the other foot, back of the knee, front of the knee. Nice and square, nice and secure. Hips go back. Whichever leg is in front, hug somebody. Reach right round them. And then the other one goes inside. You got the palms together. Or you hug your own shoulders. And as we exhale, we sit down in that chair. We come up on that lovely in-breath. And we exhale as we go down. And we come up on that in-breath. So a lovely double action. You could spend longer in that place. Compare different legs. Glutes, everything, yeah? And just sort of finish with the toes lifted off the floor. And if you want, you can stand on a little block or just roll your mat up a little bit so that it's actually like a platform to put your toes on, yeah? So you could do one foot at a time or both feet. And now we've worked and energised that system down there. See how easy it is to lift the toes off the floor, yeah? And if you want to stretch the calves a bit more, walk one foot forward, try and keep the heel, press that heel into the floor, lift them toes a bit more, yeah? And just try and bend that front knee, just to see if you can get that calf stretch. And then obviously compare, just to finish it off. So be energetic in the feet, the calf muscles, feel that circulation and movement through the whole of the lymphatic system if we can. Breathing makes a big difference, in and out through the nose. Okay. So allow yourself just to have a few moments before you start the rest of your day. Continue with that breath flow, in through your nose, out through your nose for a few moments, or join me for one of the meditations or relaxations. Lay yourself on the floor and relax, or just sit and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you very much for joining me.